Hello, Cobras, and welcome back to Super Paper Mario. I'm TryclydeTamer. Last time, we defeated Super Dimentio and reversed the destruction of the worlds. But unfortunately, it cost the price of Lumiere and Lady Timpani disappearing after they were once turned into Count Bleck and Tippy the Pixel thing by Merlin, you know. Anyway, enough about that stuff. We have a bonus episode to do. It's still April 10th that I'm recording this, but it's probably going to take a few more days to get all the footage I need. But anyway, let's go into my pit file and return to Flipside. Mario seems to be surprised that we're back. Oh, a rousing success! I worried about Tippy being gone so long, but clearly magical events transpired. It has been a while. Thanks to all of you, this town, and indeed all towns, are now safe. Please accept my thanks. Now, tell me of Tippy. Have you heard anything about her at all? Not quite. I see, nor have I. It seems no one has seen Tippy at all. But, somehow, I can't shake the feeling that she is alive. Yes, alive. Alive, and living somewhere happily, I am sure. Oh, our tale almost seemed to turn sad there for a moment, didn't it? Well, you've been gone so long, there must be many people that you still wish to see. Please take your time, I will be at home. Please come by if you feel the urge. Goodbye, my friends. Alright, there goes Merlin off to do his own thing. Sorry, Thorel, you may have been the first proper picture that we got, but I don't really show Dashel too much because, you know, he's awesome and he was only in my pit file when I decided to switch over so I didn't get too overpowered. Something I'd like to do with my 999 coins that I have here in my pit file is go into Chapter 3-4. We have all of our optional pixels, well, more or less, so we may actually be fully fulfilling that if you catch what I'm saying, if you're picking down what I'm putting up. I don't know. Anyway, let's dash on over and enter Fort Francis. Ah yes, go back to the nerdy, geeky, dorky music coming up with all the words that describe normal people. Gosh. Alright, I'm not gonna waste time by activating the kitty lasers because those would actually happen. So let's just go over to Peach. Oh, he's ready to snap a picture of me. I guess he's not going to. He's just excited that a super hot girl is here. When I see something super rare, I must own it. But trying to hold a digital butterfly against her will landed me in the hospital. So I think I'm done with that stuff. This time, I harnessed my inner nerd to create something beyond high technical. Dying to see it, aren't you? Behold! What are we beholding? That. My masterpiece, a 1-to-1 scale replica of Tippy with real fluttering action. I like to call her Tiptron. Hey, that's not my name. I'm Tippy. Did you hear that? She can perfectly replicate Tippy's voice. Tiptron can even flutter. She's pretty much the pinnacle of high technicality. Tiptron earned me the coveted elite nerd status on the digibutter.nerd forums. Oh, would you by any chance be interested in buying her? I'm saving for Starship X-Not Issue 1, so I'll sell her for just 999 coins. This is a sweet deal on a super rare collectible. What do you say? Well, I'll let you feed your nerdy addictions, Francis. Ner, I knew you couldn't resist something this high technical. Oh, you are now the owner of the only Tiptron in the entire universe. There go my coins, all gone. Never to be forgotten, even though I would like to get more because I have to buy some maps, you know. Tippy's robot replica Tiptron has joined your party. She looks and talks just like the real Tippy. Well, are you ready to go? I am ready to go. How about we take a look at everybody? Let's take a look at Peach. Thanks to you, every world is safe. We are grateful for your selflessness and courage. At least that's what I think she would say. So something that Tiptron does all the time after things like I think that's what she'd say. That's Francis, a chameleon who lives for anime, games, and comics. He may not know a lot about a variety of subjects, but he's a master of geek lore. He constructed me. Constructed me? No, I'm Tippy. I wasn't constructed by anyone. Yeah, quite the existential crisis that Tiptron has. Oh well, I guess I might as well hit the end of chapter block so I can see all this animation stuff and say end of chapter and get out of here and go make use of Tiptron at Merlin's house quickly. Come out of the flip side elevator of ivory whiteness and zoom over to Merlin's blue house of ceruleanness, even though it's more like navy blue. So much blue stuff everywhere. Seem surprised. Oh, Tippy, is that you, Tippy? Explanation. Oh, I see, you're one of Francis's creations. Tippy was loved by many, wasn't she? Well, do take good care of this one. Tiptron's like, no, I wasn't created. Oh, I shouldn't really be making fun of it. It is kind of a sad thing, but at least it's cool that we get a robotic recreation of Tippy. Let's see, what do I want to do next? I want to sell some things to get some coins because I'm straight up broke, and then I'm going to go purchase the final maps I need from Flam over in Flopside, and then I'm going to get started on a little bit of a montage with post-commentary and all that stuff. So, let's do that. Okay, I've sold some things, among them being a gold bar times 3 for 275 coins. Didn't quite get 300 coins out of it, but that's for the somewhat profit and the whole thing of how sales work. And anyway, I have 513 coins. Let's go see Saffron real quick, because I don't really do too much cooking, so I might as well show it to kind of refresh our mind. Got a few Ultra Shroom Shakes. I don't really have much use for emergency rations, so I want to cook these up, and especially with how much HP I have. I want to see what I can get from this Ultra Shroom Shake, even though I know what I'm going to get. Choppy bubbly yum, put it in your tum, one more second, and then boom! That's a big explosion, supernova of heart. Shroom Stick fills 70 HP and cures poison, so that's pretty awesome. It's added to the recipe list. Very, very awesome, so I'm going to get those as well, and of course you can get a cake from making cake mix. Nah, you get a sweet cookie snack. Makes me harken back to the cookies and stuff like that in the original Paper Mario. Playing as Luigi now, let's go into the dark alleyways and buy a laced lasagna kind of drug deal thing or something. Plenty more maps to buy. It'll probably be a lot more than 543 coins, but let's grab as many as I can. And then on with the montage. And so here we begin our final bout of collection of treasure map catch cards and stuff. So we're grabbing some cards of enemies and random things that you see later on. Most of these maps you're supposed to get after you beat the game anyway, such as Underhand, even though I'm pretty sure you could have gotten that sooner and you like follow all the way down to get it. Not really much to talk about here as we get these last little bits of maps, except that you definitely spend all your coins, especially when you get Tiptron. Got a power plus there. I'm actually showing it full length as I raise my attack power, and I like the orange crush that gets you the Queen Jadis card and the Love Bee card. I am kind of going back and forth because sometimes I have to go back and actually buy the maps for certain things. But yes, our final treasure that we have to get is in the room where we see Count Bleck for our final competition, and they get the Count Bleck card. And so ends that little bit of completion in this LP. Now for probably the biggest after-game thing here in Super Paper Mario. It is the Duel of 100. If you remember in the ending sequence of the game, you saw the Samurai Kingdom return from the void after being wiped out back in Chapter 6 and sending the chapter early for Chapter 7 to start off a little bit slowly and be a little bit longer to even things out. The way I'm showing this is I'm going through all of them. They're all like one shot anyway, and I'm just showing all the quotes they have. You can pause if you want to read them, but it's kind of going fast, so I recommend maybe like individually looking them up. It's funny to read all the crazy references that they have, though. We're already a ninth of the way through, defeating number 11, going on to number 12. But I don't want to talk explicitly about this. One thing I neglect to do in a lot of my Let's Plays recently is tell stories, and I have quite the story to tell about this game, and this might need a few takes to get everything just right, and I have a whole script kind of typed up for ideas to talk about. So yeah, I'm going to blabber about random stuff and relevance of game in my life, because this game has made quite the impact in my life. Before we get too far into this, I will say that I'm not going to be showing like the things you can see outside of what I've already shown so far. You can see Nastasia and O-Chunks in Flipside. after the credits and stuff. And you can also see Mimi in Chapter 2 too, dressed up like she's going shopping or something. It's like, call me Mimikins. Also, interestingly enough, if you go back into Chapter 7-4, you can see Lovebee has somehow returned from being a pure heart. And she even jokes about the mysteriousness of it. Another thing I'm leaving out, just to avoid things being text-heavy, is the stories of Garson and Carson in the bars and Flipside and Flopside. Pay some coins, hear some tunes, listen to what they have to say, but I'm not going to show it here. But yes, aside from that, I first played this game when I was in Indiana. It was released on April 9, 2007, and they say 2007 is one of the best years in video gaming of all time, and I may have to agree considering all the games that came out in that year. We got Super Paper Mario, Super Mario Galaxy, Mario Party 8, some people like it, some people don't. I haven't played too much of it. Assassin's Creed came out. That's one of many new IPs like Assassin's Creed, Rock Band, Bioshock, Mass Effect, Crysis. Yeah. And then we got Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a new thing, even though all the crazy things happening. Up to 3 Modern Warfares, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare. Yeah, kind of out of hand, but oh well. If you're into that game, you're into that game. Oh yeah, Xenoblade music, I would say 2007 was for Xenoblade, but that was more announced in 2009 and came out closer to 2011 at the end of the Wii's lifespan. I got 7 minutes to talk, so I can just talk all over the place. I got this game for Christmas 2007 alongside my Nintendo Wii. I was only 9 years old. I loved Super Paper Mario so much. That was before Struck Is Love, Struck Is Life became a thing, of course. I opened up my Wii on Christmas, and my squeaker voice, I was like, "Oh, Wii!" And my brother got a Xbox 360. He was like 15 at the time, so it's like, yeah, Xbox 360, and I think he got like, I don't know, Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate Alliance or something like that. I don't really know because I'm a Nintendo fanboy, even though I talk about all these other games. I do play other games from time to time, but I mostly focus on Nintendo. I thought it was 2006 that I got my Wii, but I remember back that I got my White DS Lite and Mario & Luigi's Superstar Saga in 2006. I remember I broke my White DS Lite. You may remember I talked about it in Sonic Rush, I believe, when I was trying to get either the 6th or 7th Chaos Emerald. I think it was the 6th that rings my bell a little bit more because, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in that altitude limit zone. It's weird how I broke my DS on the 6th Chaos Emerald, but I don't really remember having too much trouble on the 7th one. And I'm still straying away from Super Paper Mario. I'm kind of stuttering. Going through this list, I should probably delete all the things that aren't really relevant anymore. So about my Nintendo Wii, I'm pretty sure it was the next day. It was a Wednesday, December 26, 2007. My dad was playing Wii Sports Bowling, and only in a few minutes of playing, he like threw out his shoulder. I remember it was like on a trash day, which I'm pretty sure was Wednesday. Going back and forth with all this stuff. My dad claims to still have pain from that and has to like take pills for it. I think within the past couple years or so, the pains kind of went away. So that's kind of a funny story in and of itself. I have to attribute a lot of my love for the Paper Mario series to a YouTuber called Shadow Kirby 2007. They uploaded a lot of boss battles because I was a big fan of boss battles. I kind of still am because boss battles are in the heat of the moment and stuff. Oh, by the way, we got the Master song playing, kind of learning that on the piano. It's just like a big collection of DG, 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 as you hear with the... Okay, enough about that, yeah. Shadow Kirby 2007 uploaded a lot of Paper Mario videos. He also uploaded the Donkey Kong Country cartoon. I'm pretty sure he's a male. I don't know. I would say it's a female. But yeah, they uploaded the Donkey Kong Country cartoon, the episode about the crystal coconut, and I became a fan of that series briefly. It's still kind of funny to think back on. I'd like to marathon through that, see the episodes I haven't seen and see the ones that I have seen, because it was something I got kind of into. Donkey Kong had his African American voice when he shouldn't really be voice acted at all, even though it kind of makes sense. I'm just straying too far away from Super Paper Mario. It's one of my most hyped games, like Super Mario RPG, even though you kind of know how I feel about Super Mario RPG being my first Let's Play, and how Mario & Luigi's Superstar Saga came to be my favorite video game. Just talking about the Mario RPG games as a whole, I remember one of my greatest memories with Super Paper Mario was New Year's Eve on that same year. I was at my aunt's house playing this game, beating Super Dimentio on a small TV in their laundry room. So yes, there was a lot of people kind of crowded around me. And I used to always be like, "Watch me fight this boss in this game!" They're like, "Ah, awesome game that you're playing there, little Justin. I love watching you play these boss battles. Maybe that's why I'm a Let's Player." I remember I wasn't too good with the Wii Remote Sensor Bar, and didn't really find out until a few years later that you could even change the sensitivity on your Wii Sensor Bar, even though at the time I was using a wireless one that didn't really work too well, and now I have my very nice Wii U one that is all official and stuff. A little scatterbrained, but I hope this gives you a good history on my experience with this game. Let's go back to the live commentary now. Quite the challenging 99th battle took 1 HP damage. Boo hoo hoo hoo. I have defeated you. No, the ground is wet with the sad tears of my defeat. I hope you slip on them and fall all the way back to the first samurai. Oh, I hope I don't, because I don't want to do all that again, even though it's a bunch of interesting references and nowhere near as difficult as the flop side of the 100 challenge, but oh well. Finally, the 100th challenge. And so you arrived at last. It is this place you seek, the 100th gate. I am N-Boss, greatest of all the samurai guys. It is my duty as N-Boss to laugh at your feeble party and proclaim your doom. Shall we begin, challenger? Ha! You are pathetic. Prepare to be crushed as the universe withers. You're a little bit late on the memo that the universe is safe. Ow, you did 10 damage to me. That's quite a bit, but I'm doing 84 and finishing you off with this remaining 80 while you're doing the pyro check. Roll credits. But that already happened too. You're just so behind, man. How did I do? I've been preparing for my big scene for years. I was worried about that final line though. Was it N-Boss enough? No, I knew I should have gone with something about the wailing of all creatures. I was only worried that it would be too over the top. Enough talk. King Samurai awaits you in the next room. Go now, champion. Thank you very much. I wish I could like title everybody individually, see all the crazy lines that Nintendo has included for every individual guy, but oh well. Oh, bravo! Our jaws are agape at the spectacle of your warrior prowess, challenger. I never imagined you'd be the victor. Didn't all that savage combat get boring? But I digress. I am true to my word and shall grant you my greatest treasures. Goombella card, Koops card, Madame Flurry card, Yoshi card, even though we knew him as Kuro, Vivian card, Admiral Bobbery card, Miss Mouse card. Well, you see, I planned on bestowing our pure heart to you, but it's gone. Instead, I present you with these other royal treasures. My charity knows no bounds. Why, thank you very much. Well, that's the end of that. Your battle is over. We were all most entertained. Should you find yourself in our kingdom again someday, do drop in for a melee, or a brawl, or a fort. Farewell, champion. I want to talk to you more in Samurai Crown Face. Battle's over, and it's pretty much saying all the same stuff. It would be funny if you said brawl at time. Let's go into 3D and enjoy the non-3D that we never saw because everyone that flipped into 3D came right back to 2D and we defeated them anyway. And this may very well be the final time you hear this. End of chapter! And so we arrive back at the Flipside Tower, where we began our journey. And here we shall end it. We've come a long way, with the brave Mario, to the fair Princess Peach, to the evil but rather dim-witted King Bowser, to the timid yet also courageous high-jumping Luigi. Too great. And along the way we've met a few pixel friends: Thoro, Boomer, Slim, Thudley, Carrie, Fleet, Cudge, Dottie, Barry, Dashel, and Piccolo. These last three are optional, so you could say we have 100% in that regard. Don't really have too many items on hand. I cooked a couple shroom steaks by cooking up some ultra shroom shakes to make these shroom steaks going back and forth, like a bump in case, courage shell in case I needed the defense, but yeah, I only really needed to use one of my shroom steaks. I was a little bit overpowered because I am using my pit file. We have gathered all 48 of the treasures on these treasure maps, By the way, we're going to be disregarding the recipes, so you can look those up and cook those up on your own time. And probably one of the biggest things, well, before we get in cards, we have all these few things that we've grabbed. Space helmet from Captain Gill's Floral Sprout. Might as well put this on to feel a little bit possessed. Harken back to last episode, even though it might have technically been the episode before because it was a two-part finale. But yeah, the thing on Luigi that we got in Chapter 5. We got all these catch cards. I might have gotten some of these by using catch cards on the enemies, but you should see something like this if you got all the same ones I have. So let me just maybe pick up my pace a little bit. Easy daisy, of course. I should probably sell that because it's good for plenty of coins. Then we're going to get character cards, or ones that aren't even relevant, like the Underchop after we defeated it, and probably wouldn't have went into effect anyway because it was like an Earthbound Undertale style thing, because Undertale definitely came out before this game. I'm slowly making my way through the game. Here we go. We have a bunch of cards of characters that are all super rare and stuff. Tiptron even. Miss Mouse, Lucky Lister. I don't know what number 256 is. I will put up some final text on the screen to name that. I don't think I need to get it though. But yes, from March 6, 2014 to May 1st, 2016, we've been doing the so-called Year of Paper, in which I was supposed to do the whole Paper Mario series, even up to Sticker Star, but I still have yet to play that game, and I will be coming back to that later. For now, our heroes deserve a rest. Until next time, where we begin a new Let's Play, and of course some Mario Maker in between, if need be, don't tilt yourself.